of Change News.
This is Voice of Change Radio News with Amanda Kumalo. Good day. A look at the leading stories. President ex-UK Prime Minister Blair in historic handshake. Foreign delegates trickle in for war vs indaba. Warrant of arrest issued against the SEP activist Makomborero Haruzivishe. In business news, legal dispute stalls Kamativi reopening. In regional and international news, Supreme Court upholds Ruto victory. In sports, Team Zimbabwe now has 37 medals at Sarpcco Games. The news in detail. President Mnangagwa was complimented during the session at the Africa Green Revolution Forum 2022 in Rwanda for stressing on the need for agricultural trade, and then in a historic moment shook hands with former British Prime Minister Tony Blair, breaking years of ice relations with the ex-Labour Party leader. Mr. Blair had an extremely hostile relationship with Zimbabwe during and after the land reform program, and he was one of the foremost campaigners for illegal sanctions, but now seems to recognize the changing times. The President and Mr. Blair participated in a plenary session on accelerating food systems in times of crisis. Ever since President Mnangagwa assumed office, he has gone on a re-engagement drive to build closer ties with Western countries. The president has aggressively promoted the Zimbabwe is open for business mantra, attracting massive investment in the country. Foreign delegates have started trickling in for the inaugural ZANU-PF Veterans League Conference. The conference begins this Friday, ending on Saturday in Harare. An arrest warrant has been issued against the Citizens Coalition for Change SEP activist Makomborero Haruzivishe after he failed to attend court on Tuesday. Haruzivishe is jointly charged with the SEP members Joanna Mamombe, Cecilia Chimbiri, Stanley Manyenga and Lovejoy Chitengu in a case they are accused of staging a demo in breach of COVID-19 regulations. Exiled former cabinet minister Jonathan Moyo has launched a barrage of attacks on Citizens Coalition for Change SEP president Nelson Chamisa for failing to stand by his convictions. Moyo's swipe comes after the SEP leader deleted a tweet that suggested Charlton Wende was not the Secretary General of the party. Moyo commented, saying Chamisa lacked the tenacity to back his judgment. Professor of World Politics Stephen Chani also weighed in, saying SEP needed to move beyond being a mere citizens movement and provide structures if it is to provide complex solutions to Zimbabwe. In business news, the resuscitation of Kamativi mine has been stalled by a legal dispute among different investors who were awarded concessions by the government to exploit lithium mines, and Mining Development Deputy Minister Polite Kambamura has said. The government had projected that the Matebele North-based once thriving tin mine will be reopened as a lithium multi-element ore body operation by next year. Lithium is one of the minerals the government has earmarked for playing a critical role toward the achievement of the $12 billion mining economy by next year. In regional and international news, the Kenyan Supreme Court dismissed the petition by One Kenya Coalition Party Azimio leader Raila Odinga and 6 others challenging the election of the United Democratic Alliance candidate William Ruto as president on August 15 this year. Kenyan Chief Justice Martha Koome read out the judgment of the 7-member bench, which she described as unanimous, and consequently the declaration of the first respondent as president-elect as valid. And finally, in sports, the Zimbabwe Republic Police team has now scooped 10 gold medals, 19 silver and 8 bronze medals during the ongoing 11th edition of the Southern Africa Regional Police Chiefs Cooperation Organization's Sarpcco Games in Tanzania. The medals all came from the athletics teams. That ends this news bulletin.
Voice of Change News.